Hello, I'm Theo Black.
And I'm Sarah Black.
And here is our review in under 3 minutes for Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. No spoilers.
In the conclusion to the original Star Wars trilogy, the Jedi return. Or a Jedi returns, anyway. If you were to go back in time and ask little Sarah what her favorite Star Wars movie was, she would probably pick this one because it's the most lighthearted, fun, and kind of feel-good of the Star Wars movies. Cynical adult Sarah looks at this movie and feels like it's just a little weak. I can't put my finger on anything about it that's terrible, or by any means at all, but all the kind of emotional depth that we got from the second movie doesn't deepen any further in this movie. And Luke's storyline is kind of interesting, and he goes places and does things, and there's an emotional component to his conflict and what he's up against. But Han and Leia don't do that much, and what they're up against is kind of just silly to me.
I agree, pretty much. I think the main problem for this movie is that the plot just doesn't move like it does in the other two movies. And because of that, there's pauses where we're exploring things through dialogue, and dialogue is really how we're relaying information as opposed to the visuals and the action, which doesn't work as well.
Right.
And it's by no means bad, it's not doing it a ton, but it's doing it just enough that I can kind of criticize this one maybe the most.
It should be revealing character through action.
Yeah, not through dialogue. And on top of that, yes, Han and Leia don't have a particularly... Like, the action's fun just as action, but it's not really deep.
Right.
And that doesn't work as well. But what I think does work really well is that this movie isn't really about big action. It's actually about the souls for Vader and Luke, sort of their morality and who they are.
Yeah.
And I feel like that makes it so much better than if they had gone really and made it just a straight action movie. Instead, it could have just kind of tanked a little bit, but instead it ends up elevating the material for a movie that is kind of shallow otherwise.
Yeah.
And I really like that it does that.
Despite my criticisms, I still enjoy watching this movie, and it's still an important movie, and so it's going to get 5 pigeons from me.
I also think that even with the criticisms, this is still a 5-pigeon movie. It's just a great adventure story anyways. It's a trap.
Unless you subscribe.